And welcome back. Let's get the cursor off the screen there. There we go. Okay. Welcome back. It's time to go see what is past that yellow fog door that was near here. I mean, it's either that or the catacombs, and not really looking forward to being in what looks to be an extremely dark cavern, so excuse me for putting off the catacombs as long as I can. Oh, and we did get Solaire's gear, didn't we? Armor of Solaire of Astoria, Knight of Sunlight. The large holy symbol of the sun, while powerless, was painted by Solaire himself. Solaire's incredible prowess must have come from righteous training alone, for his equipment exhibits no special traits. I'm gonna put my usual armor back on for now, I think. Let's see, anything else that we... Sunlight maggot. A loathsome parasite that inhabits lost Izalith. It is completely immobile, yet still lives. When worn on the head, it emanates blinding light, which is why it is known as a sunlight maggot. I'm not putting that on my head. That did not seem to do any favors to Solaire, so... You guys happy to just let me by as long as I'm not trying to get the chest I've already gotten that's behind you? Cool. You're going to be more difficult about this, aren't you? Of course you are. And actually, that reminds me, do I want to change what I have attuned? I mean, this should do, but I should also change what I have equipped. I don't think I'm going to be coming up on lightning, or at least if I am, I don't know it yet, and I'd rather just have more magic damage. Thanks. I was hoping... There we go. Didn't get that going quite fast enough. But good enough. Onwards. So I think that yellow fog door was up this way. How is that not a hidden wall? Oh, cool. One of those boar things in a long hallway. This is gonna go real well for me. I mean, I can block it. Barely. God. Okay, gonna have to two-hand. Do not charge me again. Cool, another one of you. Okay. I really should have put Greater Magic Weapon on, shouldn't I? Oh. Remember that for if I get sent back to the bonfire. Maybe I can just sort... Nope, you're eventually going to close the distance even if you're not wanting to do your big charge, aren't you? Oh, yep, they can definitely, like, there's not like a weird mid-distance thing I can do. I was wanting to see if I could trick its AI into, like, just walking forward like you can do with some enemies in this game, where if you're not quite far enough away for them to want to leap in, but you're not quite close enough for them to do a melee attack, they'll kind of just keep walking towards you. Apparently that doesn't work with the boars, or if it does, it's not at that distance. Okay, reattune your dang magic. You just talked about that. Okay, I was going to assume that these ones would respawn, but evidently not. He was faster on that than I thought he would be. Okay. And no, still bounces off even with greater magic weapons, so I'm gonna have to two-hand. Just wonderful. Not what I like doing. Fangboar helm. Okay, we'll take a look at that later. Let's see if I can get to anything to use the remainder of Greater Magic Weapon on here. Well, we've got another bonfire. This one's not gonna be kindled, but less of a run-up for me, so if I really end up needing it, I can always just kindle that one. Lord knows I'm sitting on enough humanity at this point. I assume that thing would call this platform if it weren't already down here, so... Okay. Who's shooting the arrows? Because let's... I don't like you. Don't like archers. Oh, cool. We also have a soul arrow user over there. They got their normal archer out at least. Cool. And, okay. Yep, this is not going well for me. Let's get out of this. Try to get away from where Soul Arrow guy is. Estus. Don't know how well magic is gonna do. I mean, they're covered in blue crystals. I mean, it gets some through. Okay. Lucius Kite Shield. I want to say, did I find one of those before? I want to say I found one before or could buy one. But I'll take a look at it in a minute. Okay. Soul Arrow guy in there. I also see that Golem, and I'm frankly surprised he didn't get involved in the combat we had a moment ago. Should also try fire on those guys and see if that does any better. However, first... let's get you. Oh, you're buffed now. Wonderful. Oh, God. Yep. Okay, he's back to firing soul arrows. Let's get you back here. Oh, yeah, you don't like fire. Okay, well, that just made the argument for attuning more combustion. Or fireballs. Okay, too late on the dang roll. Okay, more of you archers. Ow. If it's just one of you, I'm going to try to use melee, because I don't exactly have infinite combustion. Okay, you jumped over that. Alright, I think I'm going to attune some more fire. Which is going to mean doing some of that over again, but... I don't know, I'm kind of wondering if there's anything underneath this elevator when we're down on the ground floor, but the only way to find out is going to be to die, probably. Or warp or something to get around it so that I can get back down there while it's still up here. Honestly, having a fireball might also be a good option. Or a fire orb for that extra AoE. Since it's only giving up 2 casts. Yeah, there's no getting out of that. At least not easily. So if I want to see if there's anything underneath the elevator, I'm going to either have to warp and come up behind it, or die and come up behind it. Alright. Me and the archer. Right now, getting away from there because soul arrows and I need to remember they can jump. Okay. Oh, of course you can warp. Frankly surprised that this is the first time I've seen it. Ah, yeah, great. There was one under the stairs. Well, I get to check if there's anything under the elevator now. And you wouldn't be able to get down there anyway because this gate closes. Okay. Curiosity satiated on that front at least. Ow. Oh, really? Their melee attack is that strong? Cool. Every other one of those that I've killed has not respawned, so I'm kind of hoping that if I can just take him out, he won't come back. But I don't know that for sure. Maybe the ones in here respawn. Maybe if I hit him with a great combustion, it will kill him in one go rather than two. Because I was hoping that he would go for another spell and I'd be able to get 2 combustions on him and hopefully just kill him before he warped away. That was the plan. It did not work out for me. Oh yeah, I don't have great combustion on because I'm running out of freaking spell slots here. So here we are. Come on. Really? I don't know. It's just stuck in my head that these things are covered in crystal and should move slowly. And that is just not the case. Crystal straight sword that I will not use. Moving on. Really? Hoping I would be able to get this friggin' archer out before Mr. Soul Arrow over there started firing at me, but here we are. Oh. Okay, gonna die to an arrow probably, but let's see if he comes back. Like, I get it. You need elevators in this because you're basically using them to disguise loading screens. Fine. Let me send the dang thing back so I'm not waiting on it to make 2 trips. Please die. Thanks. Okay, nope. These ones come back. Cool. So I'm just gonna have to deal with the magic one and get better at it. See, here's the thing. With the other enemy that would routinely fire soul arrows at me, which off the top of my head, the only one I can think of is the sorcerer right past the door that you open with Artorias' seal or crest or thing. It's that magic door in Darkroot Garden. Yeah, with him, you can tell if he's going for heavy soul arrow or the regular soul arrow. For me, it's just a lot easier for me to tell which one he's going for. With that one, it's like, I can't tell. It's just a glowing light that I'm having trouble getting a tell like when it's actually going to fire and I need to roll. Come on, let me roll through the dang chairs and tables, please. Be consistent about whether I can roll through things like that or not, game. We have an archer over there. We have several of the soldiers, some of which probably got buffed. Yeah, because that does not just wear off because I killed him. On one hand, him deciding to do the buffing thing gives me a clear opportunity to just run in and fry him. But it also makes these guys more powerful for a while, which is Not super great. Okay, we got 2 archers over there. This is the first time I've actually been able to slow down and look at what I'm doing in this room. Any more of the melee ones? Yeah. That one behind the stairs that got me once. Nope, can't roll through that. Wonderful. There, that opens me up a path. There. And we can actually have a look around in here. I think these might be the same friggin' bookshelves that are used in the library above the Arcane University in Enchanted Arms. Maybe scaled up a little bit, but they look almost the exact same to me. In fact, this area in particular is just giving me serious, like, either Arcane University mixed with a bit of Sage's Tower vibes here. Not seeing. I was kind of looking to see if any of these were interactable. I suppose I could roll into them. What the? Where did you come from? Higher level, probably. Just trying to figure out where he would have dropped off from, because it looks like there's a railing around the whole thing, and that usually means that you can't really drop. Huh. I'll get my souls while I'm here. Alright, you're an archer somewhere. Oh, there you are. Alright, I see the chest. Twinkling Titanite. Definitely missed enough crystal lizards. There's probably still some in the Great Hollow that maybe I could try to get to, but I'm honestly still trying to figure out how you are supposed to get to those. My guess is that there's somewhere you can pull off a plunging attack on some of them or something, because it seemed like in my case they were already disappearing before I got anywhere near them in that area. So they're there if I really want Twinkling Titanite, but to be honest, the only things I've found that I really would want to use it on are mostly armor pieces, and like upgrading armor's fine if it's cheap, but it just does not seem to help enough to be worth like special resources like that. So yep, okay, cool. I just do not want to be in that. The rest of what you do I can deal with, but not that. So of course you start spamming it. Let's not be in a corner with this thing. Crystal Knight Shield. Probably has the same issue as the crystal weapons where you can't repair it. But I can take a look at some of this stuff at least. Oh yeah, the Sunlight Shield. Shield of Solaire of Astora, Knight of Sunlight, decorated with a holy symbol, but Solaire illustrated it himself, and it has no divine powers of its own. As it turns out, Solaire's incredible prowess is a product of his own training and nothing more. The Spiked Shield that I picked up from Kirk. Not great defensively. Shield of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, Knight of Thorns, covered with spikes. Can be used as a weapon. Sharp spikes cause heavy bleeding. So, yeah, I guess that's its thing. Sunlight Straight Sword, probably Solaire's. This standard longsword belonging to Solaire of Astora is of high quality, is well forged, and has been kept in good repair. Easy to use and dependable, but unlikely to live up to its grandiose name. Parrying dagger, which I picked up a while ago. This dagger is useful after parrying and is normally equipped in the left hand. A favorite of the Knights of Cairn, who are infamous for fighting without a shield. Sunlight Talisman. It's a really good talisman. At least as far as I can tell, because it has a scaling in faith, which is one of the highest I think I've seen. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. The talisman of Solaire of Astora, Knight of Sunlight, is decorated with a holy symbol illustrated by Solaire himself. The talisman is a projection of Solaire's upstanding, unwavering faith. Honestly, its defenses don't even seem all that impressive. I mean, the stability is impressive, I guess, is the standout there. This medium shield is elegantly carved and painted. Although it is thought to have been used by ancient knights of the nobility, its defense capabilities are similar to other shields. So yeah, I guess what you really get from it being crystal is that it is incredibly stable. More Twinkling Titanite. This is where I try to figure out where the hiffle we are in relation to anything else. I mean, I can see buildings down there way in the distance. I mean, I have to remember we came here from Anor Londo and actually kept going up, so we are probably way, way, way above most other locations. I'm kind of thinking we might be looking down on parts of Sin's Fortress or the Undead Parish, but I'm not sure. No hidden walls in there. Hi. You look a little bigger than the others. Oh, you don't like fire, though. How much you got left? Okay, I'm gonna try to take out the rest of that with my weapon. No, not a kick. You can probably be backstabbed. If I can actually get to you. Track quite well. And those crystal shields had pretty high stability, and it looks like you've got a lot of armor, so trying to get through like a guard break or a poise is probably gonna not work super well for me. I mean, I could try to parry you if I was feeling real brave. But that would probably work, because you seem like a human-like enemy, so that usually means parryable. However, that works just fine. Blizzard. Get back here. How did that miss? Come on. I'm terrible at getting those things. Although it could just be because I'm preferring weapons like polearms and whatnot that just seem to be terrible for hitting them. Hi. I mean, something tells me that magic doesn't work super well on you. Also, this is not the arena that I seem to remember you being in. Oh, yeah. This is the one where there's just no way to win, isn't there? Okay, let's get this over with. Come on, buddy.